Hello guys, welcome back to the railway. Hopefully it's going to be a very enjoyable video today. But first a couple of updates. Probably last video actually, I showed you a strange object and you, well, I told you to guess what it was. So here it is. Ta-da! Did you guess it right? Well, I've got a quick clip just here of me screwing the blades on. In a little sped up obviously, and also it's got its own feature. Ta-da! So that's cool. Now strangely it does seem very, very large compared to the rest of the village. You know, it's huge, but actually the height is 100% to scale. If you look at this graph, I've gone with the one that's circled, and actually the height of the I don't know, the tower and the length of all the blades are actually to scale, but obviously it's just the thickness of the tower and the size of the nacelle at the top. They're a little bit bigger, but that was necessary to make it strong. And in the nacelle at the top, the box, there's quite, you know, there's the electronics, the speed control, and then there's some lead weights, and the lead weights make sure it's stable first of all, so it doesn't come toppling down, but they also help to stop the tower shaking as the blades turn. And that's just plugged in to the 12-volt supply. I'll show you a closer look at that. And that's just plugged into the 12-volt supply, and I've actually I could have gone underneath the green mat, but I thought in this case I would use some of the telegraph poles that have been lying around and coat. It's a yellow wire, so I've put some insulating tape around it. I'll do a better job of that at some point. And for some reason, when I built this factory in the middle, I thought, well, you know, there's only 2 LEDs coming in from that cable, and I thought it would be a waste. So what I did was put a power outlet on the back, just there. So you can't see it, but amazingly, that means the cable for the turbine only had to go, you know, maybe a foot in total. So that's brilliant, and that's just full 12 volts. With a gearbox, slows it down, and I think it looks rather nice. Second update, I've got my first DCC sound loco, but I'm going to save that to show you. But here's just a sneak peek of it. It's the Hornby P2, brand new, and it's fabulous. It really is. It really is worth the money if you consider it. Anyway, back to the task at hand. As you'll have probably seen by the title, this video is going to be a running video, and you've probably heard me say in the past that I think a railway that is not run and played with is a railway that is wasted. So today's going to be a running video. This is going to be a Hornby one. I'm also going to do a separate one another time with Hornby and with Triang and Bachmann and all that kind of thing. But I think there's 7 locos out on the system today, and we're going to be using DCC. So we've got the Class 25, who'll be coming out later. Princess Elizabeth in, is it Elizabeth? Yeah, of course it is. I think it is. Who's in red, of course. And then we've got Tornado in green this time, because I know I made a lot of fuss about the blue one. I'm not going to be using Merchant Navy because she's not on DCC. And here we've got one that you've not seen too much of, but she's the Doncaster. And she's actually the first Pacific loco I got, and she's been recently converted to DCC, and yep, she's beautiful. And we've got the Black 5, and then over here we've got a Great Western loco, county class, County of Cornwall, of course. And over here is the Class 8F with a load of freight. Not a great load of freight, and for a very powerful loco she's probably wasted on that, but there we go. And also another plus to this video is the multiple camera angles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras running. One of them isn't great quality, I know, but I wanted a shot of the station, so I had to settle with not so good a camcorder. But the others should be nice, the others should be good. So without further ado, I'm just going to get my iPad so I can film, commentate and control at the same time. But what I think we'll do is we'll start to get one of the loops running first, and I believe that's the Princess line, as we'll call it, and the County class line. So I think that should get things started nicely. So the princess is just going to pull out of that station very gently, and we'll increase her speed very slightly, not too quickly, and then we'll get the county class going too before she gets caught up. So assuming she goes forwards. Now she's much more snappy than the princess, if she wants to be. She doesn't have to be, but she does better at high speeds as opposed to low speeds. And she's running very nicely today, actually. Oops, sorry, I got a little distracted there when Princess stalled, but she's alright. Now this princess wasn't DCC ready. She was created in the days before DCC ready. So, amazingly, she's one of the best DCCs I've got, and I converted her myself, so I'm rather pleased with that. But again, she needs warming up, so she might struggle on the points somewhat, but hopefully she'll be alright. Okay, next, the 8F. So, shunt to begin with. Ready? Yep, she's running. Okay, speed her up. There she goes. Alright, and then without letting her get caught up too much, the tornado's going to now have to start. There she is. Whoops, Princess struggled there. Off you go. Whoa, she's quick. She's very quick. So I'm actually doing this video live. I'm not going to edit out any mistakes, so if anything stalls, it stalls. Alright, now we've got all 4 locos running. I've got to keep my eye out, of course, to make sure that they're all running as they should be. And we'll get the princess, I think. In fact, no, we won't. Let's just see how it's all going. I think we'll get the princess line with the county line to stop at stations. So if princess speeds up now, quite radically actually, we'll get her to stop at the wind turbine station, and we'll let county stop there at that makeshift station. Whoa, sorry princess. Yep, that's about right. Alright, well the others seem to be going nicely, so what I think we'll do is we'll swap some of these locos around. So what we'll do is we'll get this county class out the way a little bit, like this. I'll actually keep her on, I think. We'll put the princess away, if she'll fit into the siding, of course. Right, that should be enough space. Right, what do you reckon? Black 5 or the Doncaster? Well, based on the siding, I would say the Doncaster. So what we'll do is we'll flip the points, because these aren't DCC points, because I like to be able to swap between the two mediums of DC and DCC, so that's quite important to me. But yeah, let's get her out. Stop, 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 stop. Won't you listen? I think we're alright. I hope we're alright. Right, let's just have a quick update on the other locos. Right, the 8F needs to speed up, I reckon, because she's being caught up, so that can be done. As to how much, we don't want to go and racing off, but I think that's better. Okay, slight disaster there. I'll try to remain composed. We just need this one to budge up a little bit. County class, Great Western. And she's going to pull up just behind the princess, which is also going to start now to come round. There you go, you'll see her start to move off. Alright, we'll speed her up a little bit, but I won't put her on a shunt, so, on a cruise, sorry, so about there. Then we've got to get this Doncaster out the way. Now I've got to make sure my finger's actually over the stop button this time, because it wasn't last time. Go on, you can move a bit faster than that. I've got a train to come in. Alright, stop there. And just in time to see the princess. Now, before she comes past, we've obviously got to change the point again so she can actually get through. And well, let's just do the same again. Pull her past. There goes Tornado. Looking very nice. Now, I don't want this video to drag on too long, so perhaps things are moving a little more quickly than they perhaps should. But never mind. Okay. So we've got a bit of a queue building up here, so if I get the Great Western to budge up, as it were. Go on, duck. Budge up. There'll be a bit of wheel slip. No, she's alright. Doesn't have to go far. Probably to about there, actually. Yep, that's perfect. And obviously the Sheffield Pullman can go up. Go on, speed up. Yep, I think that's more than enough. And then of course the Princess will just budge up. That's it. And flick this point. And then all being well, she will flawlessly reverse into the siding, which would be very nice, wouldn't it? I'm trying to be quite hinting. Ah, okay. No, not good. You see, this is weird. Pico points are generally held in better esteem than Hornby ones, right? But I don't know. They are with locos, but I think with coaches it's a different thing altogether. Alright, the second coach is in nicely. I'll dare to pick up the camera. Oh dear. This back coach, the Great Western coach. Now I hope I didn't put it on properly, because that means it hasn't derailed for a second time. If not, yeah, that's trouble. But, whoa, not you. Shouldn't. Okay, I think things are going better. Yeah, that is better. Just a little. Oh, I don't know. No, it's not better. These coaches, honestly. Right, hopefully that will do it. Right, I'm also going to slow down the 8F while we're at it. And we'll get Princess. Whoa, what are you doing? Hey, Death, what do you think you're doing? Why are you going backwards? Forwards. And quickly. There's a train coming up your arse. There we go. Okay, I obviously pressed the wrong button or something, I don't know. Yeah, and you go reverse. Thank you. That must have been it. Come on, we don't want this thing to take all day. Just get in there. Never mind derailing. Yep, there's something up with that point, isn't there? See, the problem is though, because it's on carpet, it might not be the point. It might be the, you know, a natural slope in the ground. And as you'll notice, does the loco mind the point? Of course she doesn't. And that's, well, to you guys who do this sort of thing, you'll know that that isn't normally the case. Now I have knowingly backed the loco, sorry, the back coach off the track, just because I think the train is a bit too long. We do want to let the Black 5 out later on, and I think this camera stopped. There we go, got it going again. Right, I think we're ready to give the Doncaster a bit of a spin. But first, of course, the county class has got to get out of the way. So, let's find the county class and the Sheffield Pullman, which we've already got. Make sure they're both forward, because that would be a disaster. And we will get, well, let's get the county class off first. There we are. Coach is just disappearing there. Now she used to be a good puller, but she's a bit weak now. Go on, duck. Come on. There we go. Bless her, she's doing her best. I don't think we can mock that. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, iPad slid off my knee. Okay, cruise off then, because we haven't got ever so long. Oh gosh. Right, that is rather quick, so I'm going to slow that down just a bit. They all have, I don't know how much you know about Railmaster, but they have their own scale speeds set into the locos, and some of them, when you press cruise, oh, I see a bit of a disaster unfolding. I think the 8F needs to get off a bit. Oh, and the County of Cornwall's derailed. Somewhere. Something's happened. No, it hasn't. Okay, get off then. What was that? What was that about? Well, don't ask me, I don't know, but you might want to get off, duck. Right, this is the County of Cornwall now, going into overdrive. And I will show you her running at full speed shortly as well. In fact, we'll let her run down the second straight at full blast, so you can see just what I mean by. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this is DCC, the realistic speed category, and just look at her go. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I've reset the point. I wonder if that's what caused the catastrophe last time. And that 8F is still being caught up. Not so much, I'll admit, but that's better. Right, I think what we'll do then is we'll mess around with this line now and get that diesel on, because we wouldn't want to disappoint the diesel fans. So we'll put the 8F in there just because her train suits the size a little more. Oh dear, look at this. It's a good job we noticed that. Alright, let's work out what's going on here then. Now, whoever comes first. Alright, we'll stop the tornado first then. Oh, hang on, we're on a different line anyway. Okay, never mind. Stop the 8F as well. Alright, the Sheffield Pullman's going past, as you can see. And we will get, well, I suppose we'll swap County of Cornwall then. Fine. Right, hurry up then, love. Now, her train is, well, you'll know that it's only 3 coaches, so that's not so bad. And we'll stop Pullman. Go on, be a good, accurate stop. Ahaha! See, look at that. I'm pleased with that. That is pretty much bang on. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'll bring the Class 25 out, assuming of course she'll work. Because that's always an assumption, isn't it? But we'll see. Now she's got a bit of a funny train because it's that collection of wagons and rolling stock that live down there. So, it's a little unusual, but it's alright, you know. Whoa, wrong way, wrong way. Good man. This has not been run in weeks. And there she goes. Yeah, the Class 25. And there, yeah, I told you it was a bit weird. Bit of a weird little train. But never mind. Okay, where is she? Where's she coming out? She's going to pop out somewhere down here, unless there's a serious mistake and she comes out somewhere else. Right, we'll stop her in this rough station area then. See, that was, well, I won't say it was more successful because it wasn't getting the Sheffield out that was the problem. Alright, just there then. Fine. Actually stop there. And that very gentle whirring you can hear is the turbine. Very quiet. Okay, so the County of Cornwall. Look at this. Old points. That's the best point actually. The only problem is it sometimes changes itself if a particularly cantankerous train goes across. Look at this. Oh, go on. Good girl. Thing is, you see, with this county class, if she wheel slips, it's never for too long. Even if she's not going anywhere, after a little while, she'll always kick in. There. Reverse. And hopefully this will work. Go on, push. Push girl. She'd be no good at giving birth. Right, there we go. Now I gotta watch this because when she comes out. Right, perfect. Stop. Now that is a little close. I don't want them too close. Not that she's going anywhere. Look at that. Okay, a bit further. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, that was good. Well done. Yeah. So you did it in the end. Okay. Now it's time to get them all running again. So, Sheffield Pullman, cruise. Class 25, also cruise. Whoa, not backwards. What are you trying to do? Stop. Oh, thank goodness I set the class. Did you see that? Thank goodness I set the class 25 to stop quickly, because that would have been a disaster. That would have been a disaster and a half. Alright, she's going a little bit too quick, and that's half speed, so we'll pull that down some, because that's ridiculous. That will kill someone, that will. Right, just check how long this camera's got left. About a minute left. Right, should we get the others going again then? Now, what have we got? Yes, we've got Tornado and 8F. So, I'll just pull those up. 8F. Back. We'll just slow the class 25 down a little bit more. Alright, 8F and Tornado then. Tornado, cruise. Okay, let's have a look at the 8F then. I realise I've not looked at this in much detail before on the channel, so if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. There we go, that's lovely. She looks fabulous at such a speed. She really does. Okay. And here comes the 8, well, what am I saying? Yes, here comes that diesel, that 8F. No, of course it's the Bobo, class 25. Yeah, never let it be said that I dislike diesels. I just like steamers better, of course. Right, and as you'll notice, that's rather close to the. They are a little too close for comfort, actually. So, whoa. Look at this. There's a wreck. But because I've got the emergency stop, I was managed to save it before it demolished any trees. And I don't think there's a front coupling on the Sheffield, so possibly it's made its own coupling. Let's see. I might be wrong. It might have a coupling, or it might just be the buffers. Yeah, it looks like it's just the buffers. So, very gently. You've got to be gentle when you fix this sort of issue. There. Now, luckily these are not very expensive coaches. I don't think anyone could destroy a coach with a crash, unless it was, you know, I suppose DCC could allow a head-on crash actually. But luckily, well, actually, it's nearly happened a couple of times today, hasn't it? But no, luckily that's never actually happened too badly. I suppose the only damage there was a little bit of ballast that got displaced, let's say. But apart from that, that's absolutely fine. No damage done, as always. And thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have to leave it there. If you enjoyed this kind of video, want to see more locos running round, hopefully not smashing into each other, but we can never promise, then let me know. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers, guys.